I hope you've been doing well. My name is Ndita Wambura. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. Put your notifications bell on so that you can get notified about all the videos I keep posting. Now, vitamin D is a very unique and completely different vitamin in the nutrition world. So this sunshine vitamin is one that is produced from cholesterol when your skin is exposed to the sun. So it's not that the sun has the vitamin D, but your skin actually needs to produce it, all right? Now, the exposure to the sunshine, however, barely provides us with an adequate amount of vitamin D. And for this reason, it is crucial to actually obtain it from supplements, since most of our dietary patterns may not as well provide an adequate amount, for sure. So there are just a handful of food components that are significantly rich in vitamin D, and it is no wonder that vitamin D deficiency has become a global phenomenon and concern for most countries. So what exactly is this vitamin D? So vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means that it dissolves in fats and oils and can be stored in our bodies for a long time. So there are two main dietary forms, which include one, the vitamin D2 component. So vitamin D2 is found in some plants, UV-treated mushrooms and yeasts, and then we have vitamin D3 that is found in some animal food such as fatty fish, egg yolks, and so on. So between the two, D3 is certainly almost twice as effective at improving your blood levels. So you need to concentrate with getting more vitamin D3. So why do you need this vitamin D? You might ask. So vitamin D actually needs to be converted for it to be active. So in the first place, it needs to be converted to calcidiol in your liver, which is the storage form of the vitamin. Secondly, it is converted to calcitriol, mostly in your kidneys, which is the active steroid hormone form of vitamin D. Now, the calcitriol then interacts with the vitamin D receptor, which is found in almost each single cell in your body. Now, when this active form of vitamin D binds to this receptor, it turns genes on or off, leading to changes in your cells. So this is actually similar to how most other steroid hormones work in your body. Now, vitamin D affects various cells related to bone health. So it promotes the absorption of calcium and phosphorus from your gut. And science has also discovered that it plays a major role in our immune functions. It also protects against cancer alongside calcium consumption. It can aid weight loss, reduce the mortality rate, boost mood, increase physical strength, reduce the risk of type 1 diabetes, and so on and so forth. So is sunshine the only effective way to get vitamin D, you might ask? So vitamin D, yes, can be produced by your skin when it's exposed to ultraviolet B rays from the sun. So if you live in an area that has abundant sunshine, you can possibly get all the vitamin D you need through sunbathing a few times per week or per day, depending on you. But please keep in mind that you need to expose a large part of your body and not just the face and hands for your skin to produce enough vitamin D. Again, if you stay behind a glass or use a lot of sunscreen, you will produce less vitamin D or even none at all. And you should, however, make sure that you use sunscreen when staying in the sun for long periods of time, because fine, the sunshine is healthy, but sunburns can certainly cause premature skin aging and raise your risk of skin cancer, and you don't want that. So if you're staying in the sun for a long time, consider going for the first maybe 10 to 30 minutes, depending on your sensitivity to sunlight, and thereafter applying the sunscreen before you start to burn. Okay, now as vitamin D gets stored in your body for weeks or months, you may only need occasional sunshine to keep your blood levels adequate. That said, if you actually live in areas without adequate sunlight, or experience winter and autumn, or live in areas with very tall buildings, Getting vitamin D from dietary supplements is absolutely crucial and very, very essential for you. So you need to look into that, especially if you live in such areas. So what are the symptoms of vitamin D deficiency and why do you need to be on the lookout? So it is crucial to note that minorities and the Black population are more deficient. So also, older adults are at a higher risk of being deficient. So in the long run, vitamin D deficiency is a silent epidemic and the symptoms can be quite subtle and may even take like so many years before they can surface and you can be able to observe them. Some factors, however, affect your ability to get sufficient amounts of vitamin D. So this would include and may not be limited to 1. Being in an area with a high population, using sunscreen as we've said, living in big cities with buildings that block sunlight, having a darker skin because the higher the level of melanin, the less the vitamin D the skin can absorb, and that's why we have a deficiency in the Black community. The most common symptom of vitamin D deficiency is rickets, which is actually very common in children in developing countries. We also have reduced mineral density and increased risk of falls and fractures in older adults. Now, other studies also show that people with vitamin D deficiency have a great risk of heart diseases, diabetes type 1 and 2, cancer, dementia, and autoimmune diseases. Now, such symptoms such as tiredness, aches, pains, severe bone or muscle pain, weakness, stress fractures could mean a deficiency, but it's always crucial to run this by your doctor who can do some blood work and recommend vitamin D supplementation. Now, the amount that you actually get from a dietary supplementation usually can vary from anything from 600 IUs to 800 IUs depending on age, ethnicity, latitude, season, sun exposure, clothing, and so on. And that's why it's crucial to look into this alongside your doctor or dietitian. So if you forget everything else in this video, please do not forget that vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin that is crucial for your bone health. Your skin produces vitamin D when exposed to the sunlight. So foods such as fatty fish, fish oil, salmon, liver, sardines, UV-treated mushrooms, fortified foods, and dietary supplements are vital to incorporate. So until next time, please keep getting exposed to the sunshine so that your skin can make more vitamin D. And please leave a comment down below, share this video, send me your questions, like this video, and send me all your feedback. So until next time, keep it locked, subscribe. Bye.